Oh, you want YouTube growth content? Here's 30 more videos.
And maybe you're doing it right now, watching another YouTube growth video, another expert, another promise, and somewhere in the back of your mind, you're telling yourself, just one more, then I'll start. But the sad truth is, you won't. 8 months ago, this was me, sitting at my desk, tabs opened everywhere, each one promising to be the answer. The one thing I needed before hitting record. And I kept waiting for that feeling, waiting for that moment where everything clicked and I finally felt ready. And spoiler, it never came. Because the problem was never information. It was never the gear, it was never the timing. It was something I was doing to myself every single day, without even realizing it. And here's the thing, when I finally understood what I was doing, not what I told myself I was doing, like, this is productive, this feels like progress, I'm not ready yet. Everything made sense. The months of going nowhere, the endless tutorials, the gear I bought that didn't fix anything, it all came down to one thing, one pattern. And I'm going to show it to you so you'll never be able to look at your own excuses the same way again. It starts innocently enough. You type in how to start a YouTube channel and you click one video, then another. The enthusiasm builds. The flame gets brighter. You're learning about growth strategies, about the algorithm. You learn about thumbnails and SEO and hooks. It feels productive. It feels like progress. But then something shifts. A quiet voice rises, not yet. I'm not ready yet. So you keep watching. Maybe you designed a logo. Maybe you bought a microphone. Maybe you wrote a channel description that you already rewritten 4 times. But you haven't written a single script. You haven't recorded a single video. And that flame, it's fading. But you keep watching anyway, because maybe that next video will finally say the thing that makes everything feel possible. That one sentence, that one framework, that one insight that finally makes you feel ready enough to begin. Here's what actually happened. The moment you clicked that first tutorial, you summoned the algorithm. And that beautiful, terrible machine looked at your behavior and said,
Oh, you want YouTube growth content? Here's 30 more videos.
It fed you exactly what you asked for, over and over, until consuming replaced creating entirely. And you didn't even notice it happening, because it never felt like a trap. It felt like preparation. But somewhere in all of that watching, a gap opened up. A gap between what you consumed and what you created. Between knowing and doing. Between the content creator you imagine becoming and the one still sitting at the desk watching tutorials. And the bigger that gap got, the heavier it felt to cross. Analysis paralysis moved in, then self-doubt, then perfectionism, then guilt of another week gone by without a single upload. So what did you do? You went back to researching. Maybe you bought more gear, not because you needed it, because it felt productive. It felt safe, because staying in learning mode meant you never had to face the moment where you might actually fail. And that right there, that running back to safety, is exactly what I want you to picture. A storm rolls across the prairie. 2 herds feel it coming, cows and buffaloes. The cows, they panic and run away from the storm. But the storm is faster. It slowly catches up with them, and the cows stay trapped inside it, running alongside the very thing they were trying to escape. The buffaloes, they do something different. Instead of running away from the storm, they turn towards it and run straight through it, out the other side. Same storm, far less time in it. Now here's the part I want you to really sit with. Every time you feel the discomfort of actually sitting down to write a script, to hit record, to do the things that move you closer to uploading your videos, to start your own channel, and instead you open up YouTube, do more research, watch more tutorials, buy more gear, you become the cow. Running alongside your own storm, staying in it longer than you need to. Not because you're lazy, not because you don't want this badly enough, but because running in a weird way feels safer than actually turning around and facing your own storm. That's what's been happening. That's the pattern. I was afraid to write badly, to be weird and clunky in front of camera, and to even... I was afraid to write badly, to be weird and clunky in front of camera, and to even think about uploading my bad first videos. It completely terrified me. But I turned towards the storm anyway, and those thoughts I was so afraid of, the doubt, the embarrassment, the voice saying, "You suck," they didn't disappear. They're still there, and honestly, I don't think they ever fully go away. But every upload I prove them a little more wrong. And that starts to feel better than any tutorial ever did. And you have the same choice right now. Keep running alongside your storm, keep watching, keep waiting, or turn around and run straight through it. The storm doesn't last forever, but the running will, if you let it.